Everybody grab your tea or your food, your snacks, because today's video is going to be another spill the tea kind of video. I literally did a full beat face and I said fuck my hair and fuck my outfit, let's record. For my eyes, I used the Jaclyn Hill Vogue collection, the Arm and Gorgeous, I think that's what it's called. So I used that for my eyes today. I really like it because I bought the Vogue collection. My dad surprised me with it when I was at school because I was like, the day it launched at like Morphe, I was like, oh, I really want it. And my dad was like, okay, yeah. And then like my dad was listening to it, and then he went to Morphe right after he dropped me off at school, and then he picked it up, and I was like so happy when I got home. As you can see from the title below, you know what today's video is going to be. I did a video of why I hated high school, and that just had a lot of details and stuff, and everybody, like, because I posted on my Snapchat, I'm like, oh, slide up whenever I post a video, right? So everybody, like, that went to my high school was like, oh my gosh, this is so juicy, like, I like this, like, the tea is spilled, like, you should record one why you hated cheer, like, why you always say that you don't like them and stuff like that. And I also said in my video that I was going to make a video of why I hated cheer, so I'm here today, and yeah, it's a brand new weekend. It's Saturday. I only record on Saturdays because that's the only time that I'm not busy. Sundays and Mondays, I just like to relax. Like tomorrow I'm going to relax, and then Monday I'm going to go to the pier, so you're going to see pictures of me there on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of pictures of myself. I mean, if you want to see me more and pictures, follow me on Instagram. My username will be down below. So yeah, that's enough talking. So we're just going to begin because this video is going to be probably as long as the other one. The first thing I have on the list is that, okay, so they would post pictures on all their social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all of that. So they would post pictures and like with the caption like, oh, I love my family, like they're the best, I love them. But in reality, it wasn't like that. If you were there, like if you were close to any one of us, or if you were just there, you would know that that was not the case. It was not happy family, I love you. It was more like, we're family when you're around, but when you leave, I'm gonna talk shit behind your back. It was basically like that. Everybody, like literally, if anybody from Cheers watching this, okay, I don't care. Anybody on the cheer team thought, oh, they didn't talk shit about me, like we were all friends. Either doesn't know that they did talk shit, or either they actually know that they talk shit, but they don't want to admit that someone talks shit about them. It was really like that. Like they would, and the thing is, they would say it behind your back. So like all the time, like they would be like,
oh, best friend, best friend.
And then behind your back, they'd be like,
oh, I don't like her. Did you see what she wore today? Oh my gosh, she's a dumb bitch.
Like they would just talk shit, but then in front of you, they'd be like,
oh my gosh, get it, girl.
Like they'll be hyping you up and everything. But in reality, that was not the case. That just wasn't. And everybody that was close or was around that knew that happened, they knew that like all that social media stuff, that we're family, all that stuff, posting pictures was bullshit. Like that was not, that's how they wanted you to picture them, as like everybody was close on the team, but in reality it really wasn't like that. Okay, so there was this thing that we had meetings, and we had meetings a lot. Meetings are just types of stuff where if you didn't like someone, if there was conflict, we would all get in a group and we would all say what we didn't like about each other, why that happened, and it was just a mess. Like everybody cussing at each other basically. There would be people sitting there just listening, and then there would be people who had the conflict like yelling and everything. And like it was so dumb. Like we had that so much times. And it's like, if we were really that close, like how you say we are on social media, we wouldn't be having meetings like that. We wouldn't even be like fighting all the time. It was just so dumb, like so dumb, you guys. You don't even know. And most of the time when there would be meetings, it would mainly be about just one person, which was mainly like the captain and how shitty she was. It was just so much conflict. Okay, you guys, so there's this other time, okay, so there was like this thing, I don't know what it's called, I think it's called like Group Me or something like that. It's an app where everybody who like wants to be in the group makes an account, and then like someone adds you or starts it and whatever, you know, like it's usually for people that are like in sports groups and stuff like that. So like you can know what time practice is, what you wear for school and stuff like that. So yeah, there was this thing, and I wasn't on the app. Like, I had the account, but nobody added me on the account. So, and we had two groups. It was one with our coach, and then there was a separate one without our coach. So, like, the other one without the coach, I was on. But the other one, I didn't even know about, first of all. I wasn't on there. And I know why I wasn't on there. I'm gonna get there. So, there was like I said, like you get to know what you wear, what time practice is. I never knew what time practice was, okay? So I would always have to text someone from the cheer team and be like, "Oh, what time is practice? What do we wear?" Cuz I wasn't on the thing. And I didn't know how they knew. I didn't know how. So I was like, "Okay, whatever." Like I'm just going to ask cuz I didn't even know there was like a second group chat. One day there was practice, and I guess it started early, like it started at like 3 or something, like right after school. And usually practice started like at 4:35. I think it was like 4:30, yeah. But so me and my friend Brina, we go and we're walking to Starbucks, and then we went to Starbucks, and then we went to Subway, and then it was like in this Target plaza, and we're like chilling, and then when it's like almost 4, we're like, okay, let's go, we have practice. I get this call from one of the girls on the team, and she's like,
"Where are you at?"
and I was like, walking to practice, like, what the hell? And then she's like,
"Well, we started practice at 3 o'clock, so where are you?"
and I was like, first of all, bitch, don't give me attitude. Second of all, I didn't fucking know that we had practice, so shut the fuck up. Like, it was just so annoying. And then when I got there, okay, so like I had to run like 4 laps, like around the freaking thing. And they only did that to embarrass me in front of the football players, because the football players were out practicing already. And they knew the football players were already on the field. And they were like, okay, go run 4 laps without stopping. So they made me run 4 laps, and then on the bleachers too. And I was so annoyed. I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm not fucking running. Because first of all, I didn't know. And I told them that too. I was like, I'm not on the group chat. Whatever the fuck. And I found out about the group chat that day. And I was like, I'm not on the group chat. Nobody texted me that we started practice at that time. And I was like, nobody mentioned it around me. So either these bitches try to get me in trouble, or they forgot, or whatever the fuck. But how I feel is that like they try to get me in trouble by making me late on purpose, so that way they can embarrass me in front of the football players. I don't know why, it's fucking dumb. So they were like, okay, go run 4 laps and bleachers. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not running. I'm not running fucking 4 laps and bleachers around the football field to embarrass myself. Like, fuck no. Like, I was like, I don't have the app. I didn't know. So I'm like, you can't get mad at me for something where it's your fault that the captain or someone else that knew I wasn't on the group chat should have added me. So, but they're just bitches, and they're just like that. So they made me run, and I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck that, like, I'm not fucking running. I already had the biggest attitude ready when I got there, because I was like, these bitches try to make me in trouble and stuff like that. And it's like, if I knew practice started at 3, I would have been there at 3. I don't have any reason to not come, you know? So I'm walking, like, I'm like, hell no, I'm not running. I don't give a shit that they see me walking, first of all. And we were practicing for, like, the first day of school or whatever, like, our performance. And they see me walking, so they're like, oh, just come back. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I should have just left that day. Like, I should have not even come. Like, I should have just been like, fuck this. Like, I'm not coming to practice. Like, and just, like, walked home. Because I literally lived so close to there when I was on this team. I hadn't moved yet. But I should have just not came at all and, like, was like, fuck you guys. But I stood, and I don't care. Like, it's so annoying. And they're just bullies, you know? they just like to see people like get in trouble. They like to see people get yelled at. They're not nice people at all whatsoever. They still have their heads stuck in high school till this day. So yeah, that's why I don't fuck with any of them, and that's why I always talk shit about them. I'm always gonna talk shit about them if someone brings them up to me. This thing that I'm gonna talk about was so dumb, you guys. So dumb. So obviously in high school, you're gonna date, you're gonna have boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. But if you were on the cheer team, this didn't happen in other groups, by the way. This was only the cheer team. If you were a cheerleader, you could have a boyfriend. You could have a boyfriend. That's not what I'm going to talk about. But you couldn't hug them. You couldn't kiss them. You couldn't hold hands with them. You couldn't do anything like that. And if you did, and if they saw, they would take pictures of you and send it to the coach, which was so dumb. And then my coach, she would keep it anonymous so you didn't know which bitch to fuck up. And yeah, it was so dumb. Like literally you had to like look around, be scared. Like literally everybody was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to get caught and stuff like that. Yeah, you didn't know who it was, because when I was a freshman at the time when they did that, it was such a huge group, like JV and varsity, where you didn't know who it was. So like you had to like really like look around to see like who was around and stuff like that. But my freshman year, I didn't have like a boyfriend or anything at the time, so I didn't have to worry about that. But like everybody else had to worry about that, and I felt like I'm glad I didn't have a boyfriend, because oh hell no, like all hell would have broke loose if someone would have done that to me, because that, first of all, that's invasive of privacy. Why would you want to have a picture of someone kissing, holding hands with their boyfriend? First of all, like that's fucking weird as shit to have a picture of someone with their boyfriend. Like that's so like disgusting, you know? Like that's so wrong to do, and that's just so weird to me. Oh, and if you were caught and a picture was sent to you, you would be benched for the upcoming football game that you had to cheer for. I had this friend, this isn't the one that I was talking about in my past video. I was friends with her for like since 5th grade. Like she was one of my friends for a very long time. She's not my friend anymore. No, I don't consider her my friend. I really don't. Okay, so we were both in cheer together. Obviously, this is based on cheer. Whenever like me and her, like we would hang out before cheer practice and after cheer practice. But like when cheer was happening, like when practice was happening, games were happening, she would act like she was not my friend, which I think that's so fake. Like that's disgusting to do. Like why are you gonna act like you're someone's friend, and then like when something happens, like you're not gonna be friends with them, you know? Like I feel like if you're a real friend, you're gonna be there all like the whole time. And then she would talk shit about me with the other cheer girls, and obviously nothing stays with the cheer girls. Everybody knew that in high school. If a cheerleader knew, the whole fucking school's gonna know. Even if you say, oh, don't say it, that's why I never told them shit. If you told them your drama or you told them something that happened, the whole school's gonna know by the next day. So yeah, that was always what I kept in my head. Do not tell them shit, because someone's gonna know, someone's gonna hear, and then the whole fucking school's gonna know the next day, and everybody's gonna know your business, which I think that's so fucked up. Like, why would you, if someone trusts you with something, you don't go and tell that other person or tell just anybody, you know? Like, if that person's trusting you with their freaking thing, tell other people. Like, that's not right. So, yeah, that girl, she still sometimes slides up on my stories on Snapchat, asks me questions and stuff, and I keep my conversation with her very, very short, or sometimes not even reply at all, because of the shit she did. And I feel like she doesn't know the shit that she did. Like, it doesn't process in her head what she did was fucked up. And then there would be times where, like recently, she'd be like, let's hang out and stuff like that. And it's like, bitch, do you not remember what you did in high school? Like, I still fucking remember all the shit that you've done. So, no, I'm not going to hang out with you. I'm never going to trust you again. You're not my friend. So, yeah, that's that. That's why I cut everybody off. By senior year, like I said, I only had one friend at my school. So, yeah, like, even now, I still have like 2 friends. And then my friends from school that I go to now, like, I love them so much. Like, I feel like everybody there, like, we just love like same things. Like, obviously we're there to do hair, makeup, like beauty. And like, we just all vibe together. And like, it's just like, it's not like how it was in high school where it's like, in cheer, people will go back and talk shit. Because we all have each other. Like, we all like, that's all, everybody there is all we got as friends there. So if you're gonna have drama with someone, it's like, why? There's literally like 10 people in the classroom. Like, you're not gonna want to have drama with somebody, and you're gonna have to work with them by doing someone's hair. Like, you sometimes have to like do hair together and stuff like that. So you're not gonna want drama with somebody, because that's just awkward, working on someone's hair with the person you hate. That's why like cheer is so different from that. Like, everybody would talk shit about everybody. And yeah, that's why I'm not friends with that girl anymore. I just don't want to be friends with people that are fake. And that's why I dropped her my junior year. Like, I stopped talking to her completely. And fun fact, everybody started talking shit about her on the cheer team senior year. We're saying that she gained weight, she got fat. So that's that. And yeah, and little did she know, I was always there for her, and all of them would have turned her back on her. And yeah, so, but I could care less. That's what she gets. Karma's a bitch. If you wanted to be in cheer, you were not going to have a summer. You were not going to have after school breaks. You would not be able to hang out with friends outside of the cheer team. My only friend on the cheer team that I would say that's still my friend to this day is Brina. She's my best friend. But the thing is that I was on varsity, and then she was on JV, so it's like, it's not like me and her would always be together, because varsity did like more things than JV, and like, so we weren't together all the time. So that's why like I had to put up with that shit, but I only put up with it for like a couple months, and I was fucking done with it. And if you wanted to be in cheer, you were gonna have to put up, let's say you and your family plan a vacation. You guys are like, oh, we're gonna go to like Vegas during summer, and I'm gonna spend a month there. No, change of plans once you join cheer. You're not gonna have a summer. You're gonna have to do cheer all the time. And JV, they did a lot. They did practice like us, like every day. But if you were on varsity, it was worse. You would have to wake up, not even at 5. I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I would go, and then I would put up my hair, put on my clothes really fucking quick, and my dad would drive me to school for cheer practice at 5 in the morning. We had 5 in the morning practices. And during summer, 5 o'clock, it seems like 4 o'clock, because it's pitch fucking black. The sun doesn't come out till like 6:45, 7. So you're literally in the dark for an hour. You would run in the dark. And then, yeah, so that's how it was. You didn't know whether to wear shorts or whether to wear leggings, whether to wear pants, because it would be cold at nighttime, like at 5. And then the sun would start coming out at 7, and then the heat would start coming. You would have practices from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock. You would go home for like an hour or two, come back at 2:30, and have practice all the way to 6:30. And that's what practice was. All summer long, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday was your only break that you had. But the rest of the time, you couldn't do shit. So if you really wanted to go on vacation, you would only have 2 days. During school, like the school year, you would have practice Monday to Thursday, and Friday was the football game. Monday to Thursday, you would have practice after school till 6 o'clock. You would get home, do your homework, fall asleep. That was my ritual. Like, that was my routine every single day. Friday night, it would be the football game. And you would have to stay late until the football game ended. And yeah, it was just, you had to give up so much for that. And oh my gosh, it just takes up so much time. Can't do nothing. Literally, cheer would be your life. And then, let's say you did plan the vacation, and you bought the tickets pre-hand, and then you decided to join cheer later on. Yeah. And if you told my coach, oh, my parents booked a flight. We did the tickets already. And if you told her that, she'd be pissed. Like, she'd be like, then you're not gonna perform the first day of school. You wouldn't be able to perform on 4th of July. She would take you out on literally everything because she'd be so angry that you missed. And it's like, you need to give us a break. Like, first of all, you can't get mad at us for something that wasn't fully, like, planned or something, you know? Now we're gonna talk about my coach, you guys. Like I said in my other video, I do not like her. I don't like her. She acts like one of the cheerleaders. Like, she usually, like, adults, you know, captains, teachers, they don't want to know about your high school. They don't want to know the business, the drama that goes on. No, she was different. You would talk about it, and she'd be like,
wait, what? Like, what are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh, she did that?
She'd be so nosy, and that's, like, you're a grown woman. Why do you care about high school drama? Like, even when I was in high school, I could care less about high school drama. Like, I didn't give a fuck about what went on in high school. But she over here, she was like, just like them, talking shit behind everybody's back. And yeah, and she would say, I don't have favorites. Oh, I love everybody equal. Yeah, that wasn't the case. She literally had 3 people that were her favorites. And if you had conflict with any of those 3 people, she would be on their side, and she wouldn't want to hear your side of the story. She'd just hear their side of the story, and obviously they're going to make you look the bad one. And she would take their side, and then she'd be mad at you, and you could tell she's dogging you from across of the freaking field, looking at you, and just, like, giving you attitude, and you know that she was obviously going to be on the people that are her favorite side. And yeah, that's how it was with her. She would always say, I don't have favorites, but we all knew damn well she had favorites. And like I said earlier, like in the other video, I didn't go too much in detail when I said that she stole money from me. So there's this thing you would wear for basketball season. And you would wear it for basketball season. It was cute. It was like a little tracksuit. And it had your name on it and everything. Tell me why. Everybody got it. Everyone got it. But you know who didn't get it? Me and my friend Brina. Out of everyone, me and my friend Brina didn't get it. And me and her paid, okay? Like, me and her paid the full price. There was people who didn't pay and got it. So tell me why. We were pissed. We were like, we paid the money and you didn't give it back. And we would always tell her, oh, can you give us our money back? Because apparently they were making it at wherever she ordered it at. Every time we'd be like, where's our warm-ups?
They're making it.
Where's our warm-ups?
They'll be here in a week.
The week comes. Where's our warm-ups? Oh, next week. Oh, next month. Oh, 3 months. Oh, next year. Practically, she should have just told us never and just gave us our money. So we're fed up. We're like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. Like, she's not going to give it to us. Like, it's been months. Okay? Like, we were waiting. We ordered them the beginning. Like, when we first joined, we ordered them during the summer. And then we go, and then we're not worried about that because we're like, it's hot, it's summertime. Everybody starts getting them. That's when we're like, okay, where's ours? And then when basketball season especially comes, and it's cold during basketball season, we're like, okay, where's ours? Because if you didn't have it, I mean, it was only me and her. If you didn't have it, you would have to wear your cheer uniform in the morning time. So everybody else was walking with their warm-ups, you know, and only us were wearing our cheer uniforms. Everybody would always ask us, why are you in your cheer uniform and they're in their warm-ups? And I'd be like, well, because this bitch didn't give it to us. Check in my closet. I don't have it. I don't have it. She stole the money. She used it for other people that didn't pay for it. And I never got my money back, by the way. I would always ask her, oh, give me back my money. Where's my money at? She wouldn't give it to me. She'd always give me excuses like,
oh, you could come to my house and then I'll give you the money.
Like, she would just give me so much excuses, and it was so annoying. It's because, like, just say you don't have the money. Just say you used it for somebody else to get it. And it was so annoying. So we never got our money back. And yeah, so she stole $360 from me. And what I didn't like about her, okay, my coach was not the skinniest. She was chunky. And she still is. And she would always yell at us, like, whenever we would mess up. And she'd make us run. And it's like, bitch, you go run with us. Like, you need the laps. Like, you need to be the one running, not us. And then she would be exercising, and we would have to run the whole football field without stopping. She would run around the basketball court one time and be out of breath. We would have to do wall sits. That's what they were called. And then she would yell at us if we weren't too low, if we dropped to the ground when we were doing our planks, if we didn't do our push-ups right. She would yell at us. But it's like, bitch, you do them. Let me see you do them. If you do them, then I'll definitely best believe I'll do it. But if we were all struggling to do it, bitch, of course you can't. You probably, if you were lifting up, your stomach will probably be touching the ground still. Oh, okay, so there was this one time. Our uniforms, varsity gets 2 uniforms, and JV gets 1 uniform. The JV had the same uniform as us for the white uniform, and then we had a separate one, which was the maroon one. The day that we give her the money, everybody gives her the money for the uniform so that way she could order. My friend Brina sees her at a grocery store, and it's not normal groceries. Like, it's not like a little bit like here and there. No, it's like fucking like she's gonna feed like the whole fucking world. Like, there's like a big ass fucking cart filled with food. Isn't that a little bit suspicious? And she would always tell us, oh,
she doesn't make enough money, like we don't make enough money, like I don't have to be here because they don't pay me enough.
And she would always talk about how she just wasn't getting enough money. Well, if you're not getting enough money, how are you having enough money for the food? Like, on the day that we pay. So I feel like the uniforms weren't $600. They were less than $600 because that's a little fishy right there. If you're going to complain about money issues and then the day we give you our uniform money, someone sees you at the grocery store buying over $100 worth of groceries. That's a little suspicious right there. It's like, if you're struggling with money, that's the last thing you're going to be at is the grocery store. Because first of all, once she sees everything, hungry hippo's going to come around and want to get everything and want to get double of everything. This thing right here was so annoying. So we would have the performance that we would perform for the first day of school, 4th of July, which we would perform with varsity and JV, and then we would perform another one on this like a big assembly. It's usually outside, and everybody would be there, and we would have 3 performances. We wouldn't learn we wouldn't learn monthly a new routine. So whenever we would perform the same ass routine every fucking time. Like, the freaking crowd even knew the dance moves. Like, the crowd was even dancing with us because by the time, our freaking 10th time performing it, they knew it. It was, the same music, the same dance moves, nothing new. Like, it was the same thing. It was so annoying. It's like, okay, if you know we're going to perform, make a different dance, because that's so annoying, just performing the same thing. Everybody knows it. Everybody's going to be bored of watching it. Someone might as well go on stage with us in the crowd and freaking dance the thing with us. There's this captain, and I say captain because she wasn't a real captain. The only reason why she was captain was because there was only 2 seniors on the team when I was a junior, and the other captain was good, but this one was horrible. Like, she was only captain because there was only 2 seniors on the team. If there was other seniors, best believe she's going to be one of us, not a captain. And captains aren't even, just because you're a captain doesn't mean you're special, because you're just another one of us. She was horrible. So one of the captains, she quit later on in the year, but so this one that's horrible, she is over here. She's supposed to make the cheer, like the go team go type thing. And then the other one who was like good but later on quit, she made the dance. But when the first day came, did we have a cheer? No, we only had a dance. And because the one who was supposed to, she was supposed to make a cheer, and that didn't happen because her excuse was,
every time I would try to make one, it didn't sound good. It's hard to do it.
Okay, bitch, take a seat. Don't even consider yourself a freaking captain. She would literally walk around this campus and be like,
I'm the captain of the cheer team. I'm the best.
and it's like, bitch, you don't even know how to make a cheer, so sit your ass down and consider yourself one of us. And the reason why, okay, so this girl, the one who made the dance, she quit, and my coach begged her. My coach, she didn't even want to do cheer her senior year. She got pressured into doing it by my coach, because my coach knew if she wasn't on the team and she wouldn't have made a dance, that year would have been horrible because she didn't know shit. So she knew that we were fucked if she quit. But later on, a couple months, I want to say like after football season or maybe like a game before football season was going to end, she ended up quitting. That's when cheer went downhill. If I thought cheer was downhill already, it was more downhill than it already was. Because this girl did not know nothing. All she would do was this. Yell if we messed up. Yelled if we did something wrong. Yelled if we talked. I would only hear her voice. I would never see her do anything. And she thought because she was captain, she was good. Bitch, you should have been in the back. Like, she wasn't good. She was horrible at dancing. When she would dance, her freaking lonjas would be freaking jiggling while they're at it. And she swore she was the best. Like, she would walk around school thinking she was the shit when everybody would just make fun of her and know that she wasn't shit. And then me and her would always have conflict. She would always have something to say about me. Something I would do, if I talked, if I did something. Always. If I was a second late to practice, if I came after her, she would be like,
why are you barely coming right now?
Shut the fuck up and go run a lap right now. Like, you need the lap more than all of us. And she wouldn't run laps with us when we would get in trouble because her leg got sprained. Bitch, your leg was sprained the whole freaking year. Like, bitch. Probably when she just walks, her legs just can't hold her. Oh my gosh, you guys. So there was this time where this was football. No. Or I want to say volleyball. It was volleyball, actually. Volleyball is like in while football season is going, but so anyway, so the day of the volleyball game, before we went, we would have to do like this freaking poster thing for the football guys, which wasn't even good. First of all, like they swore like it was the best, and like it wasn't. Like we literally just painted it, and then yeah, and the guys just like ran through it. So we finished that, and then I'm blind. I can't fucking see. First of all. Like, I had my glasses, but they were in my backpack, so I took them off. I'm walking, right? And I can't see if the door's opened. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I can't see if the door's fucking open. So, I'm going, and I'm like, okay, like I don't know if the door's open, and I don't want to go there and it be locked. So, I knew that there was another entrance way where you can walk from the back and go into the door on the side. Because I saw other people going there. And that's where I was going. Tell me why this bitch, the captain who's not good, she sees me and she's like,
Angelina, where are you going? Are you leaving right now?
And I was like, I turned around. I can't fucking see who it was, but I heard the bitch's voice. And I was like, no, I'm going behind. And she was like,
the door's open right here. You can go through the front. You're leaving, huh? Like, don't lie and act like you're going to go behind. You were trying to leave.
If it's already after school, and I stood to make the painting for the guy to run through, and if I leave after, why would I stay to paint the freaking thing? Like, that makes zero sense. Like, so she thought I was leaving, and I gave her attitude because I was like, I'm not fucking leaving. Like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? So I told her, I was like, no bitch, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm fucking going from the back. Like, there's 2 doors, by the way. And so she accused me, and well, I guess she texted my coach. And she said that I was trying to leave, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fuck this bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't trying to leave. I wish I did leave. Like, I wish I didn't stay for the game, because those fucking games were boring as shit. After football season, like, cheers just, like, down the hill. Like, everything else is boring. So she texted my coach that I was trying to leave, when clearly I fucking wasn't. Like, I wouldn't leave like that. And so yeah, my coach heard that, and of course, my coach didn't believe me that I said that I was going to go to the back, because she was the captain, and the captains are always right when clearly they're fucking not. She thought that I was going to leave, and I got in trouble, and I had to run, but I didn't fucking run, because fuck that. I'm not running for something that I wasn't going to do, and I wasn't going to take that shit. Yeah, she was just dumb. And I saw her, because she works at this pizza place by my boyfriend's house. Yeah, I saw her. And she took my order. I was like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Like, I'm over here paying with money that I have, but you're over here taking my order. That's right, bitch. Like, sit down. Like, you're taking my fucking order. Like, go do what you gotta do. And I love it. I loved that she had to take my order, because it's like, bitch. Like, that's where you belong, and that's where I belong. I don't work here. You do. And so does this other bitch from the cheer team. She also works there. I don't know if she still works there. Still, but she works there. But yeah, so that's where they're at right now, and I'm over here. Out of all the year, there's obviously going to be one day that you're not going to be able to come because of personal reasons, whatever the reason is. You're not going to come. Like, obviously, there's going to be days where you miss. Other people would miss practice and everything. But if I missed, I would get in trouble. I would get yelled at because I missed. And it's like, bitch, like, do you really need me that bad here? Yeah, it was so annoying when it was okay that other people left, or didn't come, but when I wouldn't come, it wasn't okay. They would get mad at me and just cause a big ass fit. Oh my gosh, this is the shit that I hate. Throwing people under the bus. And that's the shit they would do. When they would get caught up in, like, drama and, like, you know, they were scared that they were gonna get caught, they would be like, I've never been in drama with them, because, like I said, I don't talk to them. But, like, when other people would have drama, and then they would bring someone else, they'll be like, oh, but this person said this, and then this person said that. And they would throw you under the bus once they knew that their asses were about to get talked shit to. So they would throw you under the bus a lot. That was a normal thing. That was like a weekly thing. They couldn't handle their shit on their own, so they had to bring other people down with them. Like I said, they couldn't say anything in front of your face, but they would say it behind your back. Oh my gosh, this shit was annoying. Every time the football players came, they would try and act cute. They would always want to be in front of the football players, always want to practice in front of them. When we would learn dances, they would want to be dancing in front of them. They would always want to, like be in front of the football players. When they would come, they'd be like, oh, let's go over here so they could see me shaking my ass. I'm like, what ass, bitch? You don't got one. They would always try and be in front of the football players so that way they have their attention. But nobody liked the cheerleaders. Let's just say that. Like, literally, there was this one time where, like, okay, so they did a performance, and they were like, and there's this, like, Renaissance clap thing that, like, we fucking do at my school, well, my old high school, but, like, oh, it was so annoying. They would say that every fucking second. The cheerleaders were like, oh, after they performed the dance, the one that they performed, like, every fucking 10 times, they were like, everybody give us a Renaissance clap, and, like, literally, like, the whole crowd, like, even me, like, this is when, like, I quit, so, like, my senior year, they were like, it was, like, completely, like, I want to say, like, 5 fucking people clap. Like, it was really, like, pitch. Like, nobody fucking, like, wanted to. And literally, there was people yelling in the crowd, like,
nobody even likes you guys. Go away. Get off the stage.
Everybody would say that. And it was so funny to me because I'm, like, chilling back. I'm like, yeah, I hate these bitches. Like, everybody tell them off. Like, everybody knew. Like, I knew before everybody else that they were fake. But then later on, people started slowly catching on that they were fake, too. That's what they get. Oh my gosh, this last thing, but everybody would date each other's exes. That was like, you guys are best friends on social media, but then you guys are posting each other's exes, kissing them and stuff like that. Okay, go off. That was fucking weird. They would always date each other's exes, and like, there would be that one ex that was pissed off that this girl would be dating her ex, obviously. But like, it's like, what even makes you go through your head and it's like, oh, I'm gonna date my friend's ex? That means that the whole time that they were dating, you thought he was cute, you were interested in him, which that's not a fucking real friend, first of all. That's just disgusting to me. Okay, so remember when I told you guys about the cooking teacher that like I fucking hate? Well, she didn't like my coach either, and she didn't like anybody from the cheer team. Well, like until like later on, I don't fucking know what happened. But when I was a junior, when I was in cheer, but then I quit, she was like,
well, I'm going to tell your cheer coach what you said to me.
And I was like, you can tell her anything you want. I'm not even in cheer no more. She like got so mad at me when I said that, but it's like, bitch, I'm not in cheer. Like, you can tell her whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. So now I'm done with this video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on watching my videos. And yeah, I'm going to try and figure out what other videos to talk about, like story times and stuff like that, because people really like my story time videos. So yeah, bye guys.